Hey friends, how's everyone doing today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for tuning in. This is SafePal September AMA. Every end of month, this isn't just an AMA now, it's a SafePal fan gathering. I'm Ash, your host for today, and super excited to be back again. As always, welcome Veronica, our CEO, here to share with all of you with what we have been building this month.
Hello, everyone. Great to be here again. Yeah, I can hear clearly.
Cool. Let's get the party started. So first up, let's warm up together with some quick industry highlights and gossip. That's my favorite part. And checking out what everyone is buzzing about lately. Next up, we'll have a SafePal community update. Veronica here to give us the highlights on what we've been cooking up this month. After that, we got Amber from Aster joining us, the project that been stealing the spotlight across the industry recently. We're here today to find out what their secret sauce really is. All right, time to zoom out and see what's been happening in the industry this month. Uh,
Very
so
exciting.
yeah, let's start with the Fed cut. They just cut rates by 25 basis points. That's the first cut of the year, but the market didn't really go crazy after the cut because I think everyone already knew it. It's not a huge surprise because Powell had hinted at this like way back this month. So,
Yeah,
so that means most of it has already been priced in. I think I even tweeted about it earlier. So yeah,
yeah,
then what's more interesting about this time is the consensus now, because people think the Fed has room for two more cuts this year as growth softens and the job market is cooling. So the real story isn't this one cut; it's what coming next.
yes.
So yeah, I don't know. What's your take on this, Veronica? Do you think it will
I,
be a confirmed rate cuts or?
I think the 25 bips rate cut definitely signals the beginning of a potential easing cycle because lower
Mhm.
borrowing costs usually support risk assets, including cryptocurrency. So that's definitely a pro and an upside for us. But I agree with you, the impact won't be immediate or one directional because we already seen that the markets have already priced in much earlier
Mhm.
than expectation. The actual boost depends on whether the liquidity truly reaches the risk assets. So that might take a while. I think for global investors, like lower US yields might drive capital to seek alternative returns. So crypto would benefit from this as part of
Mhm.
this kind of search for higher yielding. And also, it's also good news for startups because it's a softer rate environment. It'll reopen venture funding flows to Web3. So overall, investors could be more selective, and they might be looking for infrastructure's long-term value, a bigger deal, not just going for
Mhm.
hype. So I think overall it's a positive signal. But hard to say whether we're not going to see once or even twice of Fed cuts, rate cuts
Mhm.
next. Very difficult to predict because it's highly associated with the macro economic
Yeah.
environment in US and also the global scale, especially when we are at the war zone lately. So that we are seeing a lot of kind of chaos in not just in Europe and in Russia and also Middle East. So there are a lot of uncertainties surrounding us. Very hard to predict, and we do see that there is a kind of tight situation in SEC regarding the voting power between the two sides. So it's very difficult to
Mm.
predict so far. But whatever the future might look like, but the current moment looks quite promising for crypto and Web3. And
Yeah.
also followed by the other screenshot that you put here, right? The spot crypto ETF listing easing up. So that is
Yeah.
actually another positive news. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's more on the regulatory side. It's also a big news from the SEC this week that they already officially made the process of listing spot crypto ETF easier. Yeah, I think for me this is more like like effort for massive adoption, right? Because I actually did a quick research on Grayscale. Its website looks exactly like a mutual fund website for me to know,
Yeah.
and I also checked their portfolio. Those are the token they've been writing about in their newsletter. So I assume that those are the token they definitely in their portfolio. The names include Solana, Chainlink,
Mhm.
Litecoin, BitTensor, Sui, Avalanche, RXRP, and Dodge. So, all those names.
No
Um,
financial backing, but very interesting name list.
yeah, unfortunately, no SFP. That's the biggest mistake for this week.
We should get it on.
Yeah, but
I think
yeah.
this is definitely a structural milestone, right? It's
Mm,
eye-opening. Like ever since the Bitcoin ETF got approved, like we have seen so many milestones and witnessing history every day. It definitely removes the friction. For example, issuers no longer need the case-by-case approval, so it
mhm,
makes ETF launches faster and more scalable in a sense.
mhm,
So this means the door is open to a wave of different kinds of products, not just from crypto and Ethereum ETFs, but also to a wide range of diversified large cap crypto funds like Grayscales. So
mm,
if we zoom out a little bit to see the bigger picture, it's very reasonable to predict that institutional capital now
mm,
has more standardized regulated access points. So that is definitely a positive side of these milestone. And it is the beginning of what I would call a regulation driven bull market. So that is not going to be like rocket like pumping up in a very short time frame, but overall we are seeing it for the next 2 3 years.
mhm,
The bull market will be driven by regulation and also gradually boiling up. So I think that is overall very positive. But of course, the
mhm,
risks remain because the product quality, liquidity, and investor protections are still kind of gradually building up. So it means that not all ETFs would succeed,
mhm,
and regulators would still tighten rules if the market integrity is challenged or if there's any kind of new risk discovered. So I think this is we call it like a risk discovery cycle. As time goes by, the road and the way will be paved, and then more assets would be discovered. So I think this is pretty interesting because it means that upcoming next, like the names that you drop, right? So it's highly likely that we're going to see a lot of other altcoins on the way of being repacked and then getting ready to get the ETF. So we are going to see this opening up a new financial leverage for a lot of altcoins, and especially those who are already in the top 100, uh, being very promising to get onto the ETF table as well. So that is actually a very interesting signal.
mhm,
And we should be expecting many of those kind of coming up in the rest of the year and also the next year as well. So that is a very interesting milestone for all of us to witness.
mhm. Next, let's dive into some security alerts, as
Oh,
I think that's SafePal's tradition.
yeah,
So,
yeah, I think
one of
it's this month kind of security risk is like kind of both ironic and also kind of a big headache. But
yeah,
go
so
ahead first. Yeah, you go ahead
yeah,
first.
well, one of the recent news is that there was a massive supply chain attack on NPM. So that's
Yeah.
not package manager. The attacker breached a developer NPM account and injected malware into popular JavaScript libraries. It's another scary supply chain attack. And we responded quite quickly, did our checks immediately, and we can probably confirm that SafePal is completely unaffected. So we don't use any of those compromised code base. And Baraka, maybe you can share your thoughts here and also share what SafePal have done to prevent situation like this
Yeah, this is
happen.
definitely one of the scariest one because it could impact billions of developers and the products that they build. And luckily is that first of all, this bug or this leakage was discovered within 24 hours when it was uploaded. So it means that if your app or if your application or product hasn't updated a new version updates, and thus the problem or the leakage would not be loaded to the user's devices. So it means that since it's discovered in a very short time frame, a lot of developers can be
Mhm.
notified and fix the problem. But not a not a big headache for us since we don't use any associated code base with this attack. So that is a good side of things. But I didn't expect that you would choose these kind of headlines. Kind of very ironic, because let's imagine that you have take every single effort to hack into a developer account, and it's almost like you are holding a black card, American Express black card, using that black card as a bookmark. So, so the the loss
Yeah.
is only like less than $50. So this is
Yeah, I think that's the funny part of it because I still remember that day. I think the whole SafePal team was like, top emergency said
yes, like it's like
enough is only
leave it,
$50.
everybody have a check.
Yeah,
It's
such a
definitely very ironic, but I think it's positive because it reflects the maturity of the industry. It means that
hmm.
serious funds
Everyone can found like at the early stage and react.
exactly. Yes,
Mm,
and large cap and serious funds are actually increasingly protecting in hardware wallets, multi-sig, MPC custody. So it means that investors are becoming more mature. They are not leaving their large sum of funds exposed in environments like these kind of packages.
mhm,
And it also means that on the ecosystem is more robust and mature in reacting and combating such kind of risks. So this is a very positive signal. But on the other
mhm,
side, I don't think the damage is just about the money stolen, because a large scale supply chain attack, it undermines the trust and also increase
mm,
future risks, right? So that actually adds to long term security costs. So it's hard to say whether next time, if we are going to see a supply chain attack like this, it's going to be a much larger scale. So that is definitely a warning sign for all of us. And I think reasonable or responsible security team, and including us, we are taking action. We are setting up a mechanism to do a robust kind of a regular check on all of the code base and review. So this is already implemented. And luckily, SafePal doesn't really use a lot of the third-party code base or external libraries. So that is a good thing. And also, I think it's quite important for all of us to keep this in mind, because we don't know when the next wave and even more sophisticated attack would come. So that is something very unfortunate to see, but also lucky for this time.
mm. Cool. So next, there's a malware called Mod Stealer that's quietly targeting crypto wallet data on browser extensions. It's reportedly coming the malicious recruiter ads. I think it's a
Yes.
very clever social engineering angle. And yeah, Veronica, what about browser extension wallets? Are
I
they
think
actually more at risk, or like just generally what is about it? And is there
I
any?
think this mod stealer case kind of highlights the Achilles heel of browser-based wallets. Like, means that convenience comes at the price of exposure. Like, this is a very typical case. I mean, users love browser extension, love browser wallet for the ease of use. But these kind of a very wide convenient kind of widens the attack surface. So attackers simply exploit what users find easiest. The browser, the website browsing behavior and whatnot. So this is actually something that is kind of on the security visas usability trade-off. I think the next wave of competition in the niche of wallet won't just be about features or ecosystem support, but about who can deliver a very strong security without breaking the UX. So this is
Mm,
actually raising a much bigger topic for all of the wallet builders, like whether it's security first, convenience second, or is there any really ideal trade-off to balance both sides. So this is something that for every single, not just wallet builder, but also a product builder in Web3 have to consider, especially if you are building a assets related products. So I don't really have an answer for this one. I think this is a very open question mark for all of us, like regarding how to build a safe UX without hurting too much of the user experience, while still making it easier and scalable for and accessible for newcomers and newbies. So this is a topic that we need to constantly consider and discuss internally.
I see. Those are really interesting insights. All right, so let's wrap up with the drama of the month. First one, someone actually put up a giant golden Trump statue holding a Bitcoin right outside of U.S. Capitol. Turned out it was a meme coin stand tied to Pump Fund. You know what? When I first saw it at the news Twitter account, I thought it was an AI image. I really love to see it in person, and I don't know. For me, it's feel like a very surreal mix of political and a meme and meme coin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
why do you
is.
think people out there will do this?
I mean, like, this is typical meme culture meeting political theater. Like, I think it's less about policy, but more about like kind of spectacle. Like, it tells us something about how crypto communities can use symbolism to capture public attention, right? So on one hand, it highlights how these kind of narratives around celebrity, around a
Mm,
political figure, can still drive attention and sometimes even market behavior in crypto. On the other hand, it also raises the question mark again, like, do these stunts actually help or hurt the industry's credibility in the longer run? Or do they attract new users, or they just reinforce the view that crypto is hype driven and
mm,
speculations, right? So it's a I think overall it's just a very interesting meme kind of public action art. So I think it's kind of a reflection of community building, like shared symbols and create a belonging. So this is actually a very interesting one. The challenge is to really to make sure that it doesn't distract from the more serious infrastructure and innovation happening in the space. I think that is pretty important. So of course we don't want anybody outside of the ecosystem consider that this is just about hype, just about meme, and
mm,
nothing inside, nothing essential. So very good for catching the public attention, but also need to consider like whether it's really too destructive from the serious infrastructure that is actually being built in the ecosystem. But overall, I kind of I laughed off when I first saw this one. Very interesting.
yeah,
Actually, it marks the symbolism. You actually, Trump, Mr. like President Trump is actually the one who opened up the meme season, like for during the presidential election run,
yeah.
and the whole family kind of launched their meme coins. So this is kind
Mm,
of very eye-opening historical landmark and milestone.
yeah,
So
our next story is about world liberty, right? So it's also Trump
yes,
family
yes.
related.
So it's
I just
kind of
feel
double
all
side
the
of a coin.
folks, yeah, I just feel all the folks need to be more creative because remember last month there was also about like people throwing away Satoshi's statue, and this month people setting up Trump's statue. Why everyone's are so obsessed with statue? Like they need to be innovative, like think of something new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
indeed.
And then here's another one. So, but this one's a bit more serious. So Justin Sun's wallet just got blacklisted by World Liberty after
Mhm.
moving about $9 million worth of WLFI tokens. He says it was just a test deposit, not a sell-off, but the freeze really panicked the community. And I remember Eric Trump even unfollowed him shortly.
Yeah, yeah.
So oh,
Um,
just to add up, I think in Chinese community, and a girl just claiming to be Justin's ex just popped
yeah,
up
as
and
well,
shared a
kind of
lot of Justin's fun facts.
yeah, shared a bunch of screenshot chat history, like demoing how Justin has manipulated the market and how Justin has watched the trading volume for multiple tokens that that he launched, and a bunch of that. Like there's another wave of gossip spreading in the Chinese community, and then people have been spreading that in a lot of group chats. But I think other than the Justin's kind of the public figure, I think this one
Mm,
is it, it's the tension between decentralization and control, right? Because
mm,
the reason that this piece of news caught a lot of eyeballs is because like there's always a debate like regarding fully decentralization and governance control. So let's say if a project can really blacklist or freeze any address that will, then is it really decentralized? Because it's for investors, this is definitely a negative signal for trust, right? If a project team hold such power, then who decides when and how to use them? And is there any external party that can check and balances this kind of situation? And usually in the industry we say code is law. Like usually we kept in mind that code design is governance. So
mm,
giving projects like blacklist capabilities, it might protect the markets in the short term, but it could also undermine the confidence, like if there's no transparency governance surrounding.
mm,
So I think in the longer term, this would push the markets towards protocols that are minimally mutable and less subject to descriptionary intervention. So this is some very deep thinking down the rabbit hole, other than just the gossip. So I think this is open for a lot of not just token but also on-chain protocol design when it comes to the
mm,
governance model, right? Regarding, do you want to give the power of blacklist capabilities to developers, or do we want to keep any
Mhm.
backdoor to allow that kind of capabilities? This is really open for everyone to consider and check. That's why open source is very important for everyone to double check and to see whether there's anything embedded, whether it's maliciously or unintentionally, is such kind of mechanism. So I think it's pretty important.
Yeah.
It's also a warning sign for the crypto investors for sure.
Yeah, because I think at the end of the day, yeah, technically Justin Sun didn't do anything wrong, and so that's why it's meaningful to think of what, like, why he's punished, right? Like,
Mhm.
right? So yeah, that's a very serious and interesting drama of this month. That's
Ah, a
all
lot
we
of things
had.
happening.
Yeah, to conclude again, I will bring up the reminder as usual. Just stay safe when reaching out for help. If you ever need support, just go to safeball.com/send my map and click contact customer support. Or we just introduced a support shortcut that you can find in the SafePal apps setting, and then you can submit a ticket directly. That's
Yeah,
our
I
only
would like
official
to
and yeah channel.
Yeah, I would like to quickly raise my hands for this one. Received several reports from the community and outside of the community, like both from people who are using SafePal and not using SafePal, saying that they receive scam and phishing emails. So for this one, I would like to give a shout out to those whoever tuning in for this episode. SafePal doesn't do any marketing email. So we don't do any marketing EDMs to all of you. The only email that you're going to hear from us is when you place an order for our products from the safepal.com website, and we will send you the order summary, and we will also send you the package tracking link when the package is sent out from our warehouse. So that is the only two emails that you're going to receive, and nothing else, unless you want to reach out to us through customer support, and that is also another email association that we might communicate independently. But other than that, we don't do any sort of promotional marketing emails sent to the users, and we don't have a subscription list. So if you go through the SafePal.com website, there's whatsoever no such kind of subscribe model for the SafePal services. So I would like to give a shout out to all of those who are tuning in and listening to this episode. Be careful when you see any promotional marketing emails sent from so-called SafePal. That should be fake. If you're not feeling sure, you can always reach out to us through customer support or talk to us in the community on Telegram, on Discord. We have CM in multiple languages that can help you to identify whether this is actually real or a scam. But overall, in the last almost 8 years, we don't do any sort of marketing emails to the community for the sake of avoiding any phishing and scamming potential from external attackers. So that is a big shout out. So I would also appreciate your help if you receive any these kind of emails. Please talk to us because we want to collect more clues. We want to collect all of those email domains, and also the malicious links that these emails are leading you up to, so that we can take action and report and ban them from our wallet, and also report it to Google and also to other platforms who might have control over these spreading network. So this is something that we can join hands together to achieve. So I really appreciate any help like from all of you. If you see any kind of these kind of cases, feel free to report to us. We have been actively collecting on more cases and hearing more feedback from all of you. So that is a quick shout out about security. Yeah. Please go ahead, Ash. Yeah.
Yeah, just stay safe, guys. Uh, okay, news done. So let's bring Veronica to share the updates from SafePal this month. The first big news is our gas station just got an upgrade. The one feature I love the most is that now you can top up using Google Pay. It's super easy. Veronica, is there any other highlights of this upgrade?
The Google Play payment integration is definitely one of the most innovative UX updates that we had in the 2025. I really like it. Basically, it allows you to pay using Google Pay, like very simple Google Pay, and then you get some gas fee token in a very small amount, and then you're good to go. to pay for any for the transactions or the DApp approvals, whatever that requires the gas for the specific blockchain. So over the last couple of versions, we have actually 3 versions update related to the gas AUX improvements. So we updated the gas by allowing people to pay in stablecoin and SFP token. We have the Google Play payment integration to make it easier. We also have the Tron Energy rental to make it easier to get the TRX fee, and but in a cheaper way. So we have done multiple ways to make it easier for people to complete the blockchain transaction or approval or whatever other journey that might need inevitably gas implements. Nowadays, we are seeing chains like BNB chain and also Ethereum ecosystems kind of driving initiative of waiving the gas existence. But this might take a while. So I think before that, Wallet is highly responsible, and it's our honor and privilege to design an easier UX for people to complete this kind of UX and onboarding. So definitely very exciting. And we try to make it easier. For example, you don't really need to consider or go through these functions, because if you use SafePal wallet, you simply go and make a transfer as you like. And if the gas is not enough, we just pop up and let you know. And we'll guide you through the process. And we ask you, whether you want to exchange some of your stablecoin into, let's say, TRX for this transaction, because there's not enough TRX here. And we actually have a cheaper way to do so. Would you like that? So we are going to have a complete UI guiding you through the process. So definitely no hassle, no worries regarding how to use this feature. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, we'll have some illustration coming soon. So just follow our social and you'll find out how it works. It's multi-chain and it definitely save you a bunch of money and can be paid by Google Pay. You love it.
Yeah.
Moving on, this month we also introduced SafePal limited edition USDC hardware wallet. We've teamed up with USDC to wallet drop. So Veronica, what is special about this wallet and what makes it limited edition?
This is a strategic partnership between us and Circle introducing the USDC co-branded hardware wallets. Actually, Circle is not the first one that we done this. We have done this co-branded partnership with a lot of other leading players in the ecosystem, including Binance, including many more, and also Tron ecosystem as well, and a lot of other L1s and projects. So overall, the concept and idea is to bring security to everywhere. To bring security, to bring this as a piece of mindset, a piece of self-protection, and piece of behavior art to your daily life or crypto journey. So that is the thesis of launching such kind of co-branded partnership. While it's also beneficial for our partners, because this is only eligible to those who complete the according quest campaigns of hosted by Circle, by USDC, or whichever partner that go with us in this project. So this is a very limited edition. So first come, first serve. For more information, feel free to scan into the blog post to read more. Basically, it's pretty simple that you complete the tasks and then you pay the shipping fee, and then you get such kind of X1 wallet co-branded version for free exclusively. So that is a very good deal if you are considering getting yourself, laying your hands on a very cool co-wallet, open source, and updated to EAL6 Plus, the most advanced chipsets in the hardware architect. I think this is definitely the ideal moment that you should go ahead and then learn more about this campaign to get yourself one. So definitely, time is limited, so take the chance when it lasts.
You guys do have time to participate because the campaign will last to end of year. So just don't miss out. Yeah, the next one, this one's big, and I believe everyone's already heard of this from CZ. SafePal is now the first wallet to natively integrate Aster perps. That means you can trade perps directly inside the SafePal app with the new trade tab. Veronica, I know you are a holder, but in your opinion, what is this feature special, and what this integration meaning? What is the integration meaning to the SafePal growth?
We feel very excited about this. First of all, of course, becoming the first to integrate. We have always been very close friends with the team behind Aster, and we know that they have spent a lot of efforts in building the products. And thus we are very honored to become the first one in fully integrating it. So the screenshot on the right hand side actually shows the new updated UX that we introduced. So for those old SafePal users who are familiar with the previous SafePal UX, you might notice some changes in our interfaces. So the previous Earn tab has been moved to the home page, while the current slots were replaced by Trade. So basically, it means that trading it becomes more convenient and it becomes more unified, because previously, if you want to find the trading function, it's everywhere, here and there. For example, you can go to markets, you can click into some K line, and then you click buy and sell. Or you can go to the swap page. There's an exchange tab there that you tap into the CX mini apps integration, or you can go to the dApp store to manually go into those dApp and connect your wallet. So it's a very fragmented user experience. And finally, along this 4.10.0 version update, we kind of integrated and put everything in one page. So that is a much easier and friendlier UX for those frequent traders. So definitely a very positive change, and also very big honor to partner with Aster. And I know that a lot of people can't wait already because today we are going to have Aster as the exclusive speaking guest to joining
Mm-hmm.
our AMA today. So you're going to hear more from the Aster friends very soon. And also thanks to the big shout out from CZ. I know that like the whole team very excited, and we are really honored that CZ recognize our efforts in supporting the Binance ecosystem, and
Yeah, for sure.
we have been there since day one. So for with working with the BNB ecosystem, working with the Binance ecosystem is actually our part of our responsibility as a portfolio to support that, and also to make sure that the US is better and better. So this is just something that is definitely marks the highlight and the milestone of the these months updates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also thanks to CZ shout out, I even surprisingly saw that the S&P token price was pumped up. I also saw a question asking from the community about this,
Yeah.
like what we saw a sudden pump in S&P token, but on some level it could not sustain upper level. Like what's your so first of all, and kids, I'm a holder, so like every single of the S&P token, they are still lying in my wallet balance, so I haven't really sold any one of them. So rest assured. Same for the other two co-founders. So none of us sold anything. But second, I think this is mainly due to the hype from CZ's tweets. We feel honored that CZ actually backing us and endorsing the moment and recognizing our efforts in supporting Aster integration. But I do think tokenomics requires long-term building. So this is like something that we have put in on our roadmap for 2025 and also for even longer term in 2026. So beginning of the year, we have introduced SF Plus, which is a center for SFP token holder. And then we use SFP token for gas station, for token for gas swap, and also for fee deductions, and also for dApp and token listing from our partners, and many more. So we try to make it very useful, actual utility token, and it takes a long-term building. So I saw a comment. I also posted in on my tweets that a very interesting comment saying that we should all focus on those projects and tokens who have been long-term building over the years and underestimated. I do think SafePal and SFP are the one of them. So thank you so much for the support over the time, and welcome any kind of comments how we can build the tokenomics better, because we treat it as also one of our products. So we want to build it more practical, useful for the community. So thank you, Ankit. I saw your comment. I'm also a holder from 2019, holder SFP. Better future. Thank you so much for the positive vibe. Appreciate that, Ankit, bro.
Perfect. I think that answers a lot of the question from our audience. Okay, let's move on to the next. The next one is also UI upgrade, right? So
Yeah, this is
the
the one.
SafePal
Yeah,
Earn is a fresh look. Yeah.
this is
You want to
definitely
introduce it a bit?
we heard the communities complaining. I'm happy to see this finally happening, because community complaining saying that like, yo, SafePal, you've been building a product over the years. Like there's so many things happening in your app. Like, can you organize them a bit? Like so okay, we heard you. This is how we organize things. So we hope you like it. If you don't, let us know. So we replaced the DeFi tab in the homepage with Earn, and rebuild the Earn UX into a more intuitive version, like having a much kind of a reasonable layout of the headline of the protocol name and also the APY and whatnot. It's laid out in a more structural way and transparent way for the ease of browsing and choosing which protocol you want to stake in. We
Mhm.
also have introduced some new protocols like a stablecoin yielding, which is very useful for those low risk appetite investors.
Mhm.
And coming next, we're going to have a few updates for this earn as well. So we are going to change here and there. So if there's anything that you like or don't like, feel free to raise your voice in the community. We are actively collecting this information and to make sure that we have all of these trending and popular protocols integrated. And if you are building a DeFi product, also feel free to talk to us because we are opening up some of the slots. We even have some exposure package in the earn section to make sure that some trending and new protocols that might need public attention, that might worth your attention, can be listed there as kind of the exposure or advertisement as we call it, but in a very
Mhm.
subtle way. So open up for every retail investor to feedback and also open up to all kinds of partners in DeFi sector to talk to us. And also a big shout out that the Solana staking from Power by Killing is fully back functional. So sorry, phew, I was also kind of having these kind of up and downs like when I saw the news came out.
Yeah.
And but luckily, like Killing took a very responsible action and take immediate kind of communication with all of the partners, including SafePal. And we took immediate action of freezing the Solana UX for to prevent any further damages or kind of risks. And now it's fully functional and back live again. And all funds are safe. So rest assured, like not a single dollar is lost or being taken away or flow into the wallet that it should not be. So rest assured on this one. So that's a quick shout out. Can't wait to hear more your feedback, whether you like it or not, everyone. So do let us know. You just
Mhm.
shout out the community in the group chat. We'll hear you.
Wow. I will definitely make a clip of the past 3 minutes because it addresses so many. I think most of the questions in like recent days, SFP pump and SafePal earn and yeah, killing staking and soul staking. That's a really great
Community.
everything answering every question in a nutshell. Okay, let's move on. Coming next in September, SafePal was showing around at Taipei Blockchain Week and WebEx Japan, partnering with our friends like Ton and Car3, spreading the SafePal vibes across Asia. Yeah, I think just following all those events, we are proud to announce that our next stop is Token 24/9 Singapore. uh, as we know, most of you guys couldn't make it to in person, so we set up an online campaign running alongside the event. So all you need to do is to drop your greetings or questions for Veronica and the SafePal team in the comments, and we will pick up 5 lucky winners to get the same merch pack plus a free X1 wallet that we are giving away at the conference. So and yeah, Veronica, I heard you also prepared a little secret gift for our online fam, right?
Oh
So
yeah,
it's you about this, right?
yeah. What is a secret remains a secret.
Yeah,
So,
but you guys will know. You guys will know on
yeah, you guys
October
will know.
2nd.
You'll find out soon. Yeah, I personally will be at Token 2049. Feel free to drop by and say hi. Unfortunately, this time due to the limited helping hands, we aren't really have any kind of big, massive scale of side events. So the main methods or the main occasion that you're gonna see us would be at the Token 2049 event. If you
Mhm.
are a partner already working with us, feel free to say hi to us or to your point of contact at SafePal. We would love to schedule offline coffee and an in-person meeting. Very exciting. It's going to be very packed next week. Very exciting to meet everybody flying down to Singapore for not just Token 2049, but also for F1. So it's kind of extra pack. So definitely a very exciting week to come. And also need a good resting to get prepared for that one. So I will rest assured for the next couple of days, enough sleep and make sure I have a healthy and strong body. I need extra workouts to get myself extra muscle building for next week. So overall, very exciting for that one.
Yeah, just come to connect with SafePal team, and yeah, no one doesn't like Token 24/9. It's such a feast, and everyone will
Such a
have
carnival.
fun.
Yes. You have everything, everyone, all in one place.
Yeah. And it's Singapore, and Veronica. No one knows best than Veronica about Singapore. Okay.
Exactly.
Uh, Lastly, and it's a little like behind the scenes. So we
Yeah.
had our SafePal offsite in Malaysia in September. So this is my first offsite joining SafePal, and it was so fun. We went to Kuala Lumpur, Penang, and Langkawi. Yeah,
Yeah.
Veronica, what is your best memory during the trip?
Wonderful moment. I enjoy every single moment, minutes, seconds of it. We spent all of the times together. It's really rare since, especially after pandemic, it's becoming more and more difficult for us to gather everyone. So this time we have members flying all over the place,
Mm,
together in one place to share the moment together. We met each other in real person. Some of us even met each other for the first time. So it's
mm,
definitely creating some precious moments and creating more intimacy between the members and have more bonding and binding along the way. So definitely very touching. I think this is something that cannot be replaced by, no matter how advanced the technology becomes and how real so-called AR and VR are bringing us into the virtual worlds. I think nothing compares to like kind of cheering your beer with the one sitting
mm.
next to you. So this is a moment that cannot be replaced. So I think definitely very, very precious. I'm so happy. I'm collecting all of those photos in the chats. So make sure that they lie in my album. So I'm really
Including the photo that we got drunk.
a secret remains a secret. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm so happy that we met each other.
Yeah, my best memory actually was eating durian. I never had so many different
Ah,
kinds of durian in my life. It was so
yes.
fun.
It happens to be
And
the durian season, actually end of it. So lucky that we caught it up.
yeah, and another one I have to share with all you guys is, when we're one day when we're at beach, everyone else was, busy doing, yachting or playing water sports, but our designer was just sitting on the beach for a long time, and later we found out why he was building like multiple SafePal logo out of rocks that you can see on the screen. They look really
Amazing artist.
intricate, yeah, like super delicate. Yeah, I would call it like the nice wonder of the world. It's just it's so cool. That's why I just posted that photo like on that day. It's yeah, thanks our designer for making this. It's
Yeah.
so really cool. Yeah, I can't wait for the next team bonding. Yeah, it's
Same
so
here,
fun.
same here.
Yeah. Well, that's a wraps for SafePal updates from September. Big thanks to Veronica for joining us. Yeah, always great to have you here. I
Yeah,
think
I
we
won't steal too much of the
overrun.
time. I know everyone's waiting for Esther to read it, the really rock star over the last month,
Yeah,
to
the rock
on the
star.
stage. I won't stay any longer. I will leave the stage back like to Esther. Please, please.
Yeah,
Enjoy, enjoy.
yeah. Have a good night. Bye, Veronica.
See you soon.
Okay, well, without further ado, let's move on to our superstar, Aster. Yeah, our guest today is Amber, the BD from Aster. Aster is the next generation of perp tags for all traders. Amber, welcome. Great to have you here.
Hi, Ash. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I mean, SafePal and Esther has been always be the best friends along the way while we are developing the Esther platform, and I'm very happy to be here.
Mhm.
Because I mean, very happy to be here representing Esther, the next generation perpetual DEX. So our mission is very simple. We want to make perpetual trading faster, more liquid, and more accessible for everyone, and SafePal has always stood for security and convenience. And for us, right, this partnership is a natural fit. Together, we are making it easier for users worldwide to
Mhm.
access perpetuals directly inside the SafePal wallet. And that's the meaning of the collaboration.
Yeah, that's really sweet. Oh, just to interrupt, if you want to move on to next slide, just let me know because I noticed that you prepare something for the audience, right? So
Sure. Let's move to the next slides. Because
okay.
yeah, for this one, right? So basically, what does this integration actually mean for SafePal users? I
Mhm.
want to discuss a bit on this. First of all, seamless trading. So nowadays, like SafePal users can access Aster's perpetual markets directly inside your SafePal wallet. No extra steps, no switching platforms, just open SafePal and you are in. This is something to help us achieve like one-click trading,
Mm-hmm.
especially with this with like user entry, for example, wallets. Yes. So second, what we are trying to achieve here is deep liquidity. And for us, right, our Aster Pro mode is an advanced trading interface for power users, complete and deeper charting, position management tools, and we also have advanced order types. If you are a trader who loves control and the details, right,
Mm-hmm.
Aster Pro is really, really made for you guys. And we
Mm-hmm.
also partner with like a different partner with external market makers to
Mm-hmm.
enhance and provide. I mean, we are now onboarding more and more partnership in terms of the We are trying to provide this like CX like trading experience to the users because we understand that CX trading experience is very very let's say critical for those like pro traders. However, we also want to utilize the non like decentralized the advantage of the decentralized exchange, which is non KYC. You can have the control of your wallet, and that's why we Aster basically SafePal integrate Aster, and the very very first entry once you click Aster is the pro mode, so you can start trading. You can have
Mm-hmm.
the control of your fund, but your overall trading experience is similar to how you trade on the CEX. Last but not least, we do have several user benefits. Not
Mm-hmm.
only about like the overall functions is like we believe with the SafePal as a partner, right? It will provide users the high security, high convenience, and the direct access. And in the just and for us, right, for this integration to celebrate this integration, we are having these campaigns and rewards. We will be distributing a fees. Ash, do you mind share a bit details regarding the activity?
Okay. Yeah, I plan to share it before the it wraps up, but it's always good to share the rewards in advance. So I will share the Google form link in the group chat, and that will be the prize from Amber. Uh, and the first five submitted the Google form with their address will each receive a $20 a fee, right? But Amber, do you want to maybe share more about what a fee is and how it works within the
Yeah.
platform? Yeah.
Yes, yes. AFI actually is the like you can think it as the token to set for your trading fees. So one AFI actually equals to one USDT. So in this case,
Mhm.
right, if you receive the AFI, if you have in your account, right, when once you start trading, your AFI will pay for your trading fees. So you can think it as we actually distribute like $20 of the trading fees into your account. So this is a fee. Yeah. Okay. So um
Do you
after
want to
I
move on
discuss
to
about
next
sorry?
one, or do you want to
Yeah,
move
next
on to
one.
next?
Yeah, next one.
Okay.
So after we discuss about this collaboration, right? I also want to give SafePal community a bit more info on what we are trying to do and where Esther is headed. We call ourselves the next generation perpetual DEX because we are focused on very, very three things. First thing is the liquidity. As I shared before, right, we welcome more MMs on board on our
Mm-hmm.
platform to ensure the deep and the stable markets. And also, we are improving our user experience,
Mm-hmm.
making perps easy to access and trade. Last but not least, right, we will have more like transparency and the risk management structure for our users because safety matters most, especially in DeFi. There's one thing I would like to say that is Esther Chen. I believe everyone also see this one in our roadmap before. Esther Chain is designed for us, for users to verify their position basically. But because we have the hidden order, right? The hidden order functions, which means users can verify their positions on chain without showing their positions. This is something we would like to provide to those like traders who would like to have certain who would like to maybe trade big, no matter you trade big or small, as long as you don't want your position show to the public, you can use
Mhm.
the hidden order, but with the Esther chain, your position can be verified. Yes, this is something we will be introducing in the future. And
Mhm.
also community is very important to us. We will have more community engagement, not only in the trading competition, referral incentive, and the expansions, but also we will have more and more seasons for the airdrop. So currently we are running this S2. So S2 will be ending in roughly 2 weeks. If you guys are still interested in our season two, please click trading on Aster using your SafePal wallet. Then you will be trading on Aster using SafePal wallet. Then you will be also enjoying our season two airdrop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Share the
yeah. Last,
CTA with me. I will just attach in the in the thread of the AMA. People so people will know.
yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure, sure, sure.
Start trading with
Last
that.
but last
Mhm.
but not least, more partnerships uh are on the way, which is similar to SafePal, because we believe like we need to be close to users' entry point. For example, SafePal is a wallet. I mean, users need to use wallet if they trade DeFi, right? So
Mhm.
we are having more and more partnerships with such users entry the app, so we can make our perpetual accessible everywhere, and the users can trade anywhere at any time. Yeah, this is the plans on our roadmap, and I
Mhm.
hope with with this information, right, more and more
Mhm.
community users, when you guys want to start trading perpetual, the first thing you can do is open your SafePal wallet, then click Esther.
Mhm. Wow, that's a very detailed intro. Thanks so much for it, Amber. As you know, that I prepared a few questions for you. So, but
Yes,
you already mentioned a lot, right? Like Aster Pro, like all those like liquidity, UX,
yes.
transparency, all those
y-
those ads that you provide to the users. So, the first question is compared to all those established perp exchange, like for example, like Haber Liquid, what makes Aster stand out? And what's the unique edge you're bringing to the market?
Okay, so for us, right,
Mhm.
the first difference I would like to mention is the hidden order. As I explained just now, right,
Yeah.
we believe transactions need to be verified on chain, because
Mhm.
on chain can record down, but for position wise, users have the freedom to choose whether they want to show to the public or not. It's
Yeah.
not about transparency. Transparency is whether you can get verified when you want, right? But if you show everything to the public without users' personal preference, I mean, it's not really not really the feature of transparency. Yeah, so we give users this freedom of choice. This is the first thing. The second thing is for us, right? We on our platform, actually there are two trading mode. One is called pro mode, another one is actually tagged to our own chain, fully on chain trading, which is pool mode. So for users, right, they can choose which one they wanted to use, because for the synthetic pool model, it is even easier. So you don't need, there's no complicated like order types. What you need to do is you buy, you long or you short. It's a very simple thing for users to play with perpetual trading. Then when you get familiar with how perpetual works, how to trade perpetual, you can move to the pro mode to trade
Mhm.
different trading pairs. This is the second difference. Last but not least, right, we also have our own like stable coin, USDF. It is also an
Mhm.
end product. If you deposit into the USDF, actually you can enjoy the yield, while you can also use USDF as collateral. So means you can open position using your USDF, but you still enjoying the yield. So this is something. These three are the unique features I would like to say we have on the Aster platform.
Got it. Yeah. So you guys are, making more accessible and user friendly while, still keeping innovating and, with all those such as liquidity and how we can build up more leverage. Yeah. Got it. And by the way, I really love all the, hidden order function in all the apps because, because I as a social manager, I need to make tutorial video, and each time I do the screen recording, I always use the hidden order or hidden amount, so people don't need to know how poor I am. Yeah, I love this. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
maybe a lot of the people like me love it. Yeah. Yeah. So let's move on to our second question. So Esther's recent TGE was a huge success. Congratulations. So when you guys designing the tokenomics and airdrop, so what were the main factors you considered?
yeah, thank you. I mean, this success we cannot become, I mean, a successful case
Mm,
without like all supports from our community, from our partners. For example, SafePal has been with us for quite a long time, right? So
mm,
what we consider for the airdrop actually is very simple. We want to give balance to different type of traders and stakers because we do have certain earn product on our platform as well, and also for the APX holders. I just
mm.
give you an example, right? For
Yeah,
example,
yeah.
for the traders, we are not only reward traders with high trading volume, we also reward traders with high loyalty. So actually, if you guys claim the L job, right, there's one line, it's called loyalty rewards. So it's after
Mm,
the S1 ends, and then there was a period of time traders could not earn any like points. And there are still quite a lot of traders staying with us, also give us a lot of feedbacks and all the things, right? So for those traders who staying with us for during that time, we also provide rewards to them. So we want to value big traders, we want to value loyal traders. We want to value the real support of Esther. So this is something we consider when we design our tokenomics. And
mm.
same. I mean, it's the same when we apply our thinking. Let's say such mindset into the stakers and the APX holders. Yeah, so we try our best to find the balance and trying to make the L job fair to everyone. Oh, I hope we did it. I mean, I hope everyone feel they get what they deserve, and yeah, I
I
hope
think most of
everyone
the people
feel
do.
that yeah. So yeah, I mean, this is just first step. So in the future, right, we do have several rounds of the L drop in the futures. So this kind of mindset will always be in we will always be in our mind when we
Mhm.
design the L drop structure, when we design the future L drop structure. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because you mentioned fair distribution and loyalty based reward and also long term sustainability. I think these are all very good points for keeping the community engaged. Uh, and our last question, speaking of newcomers, uh, I think this I'm asking this question for myself because SafePal is introducing the native perks trading, right? So for newcomers who may not fully understand what perpetual contracts are, what advice would you give?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, do your own service. Okay. So yeah, do your own research, please.
Trying
Do
to
your
find
own
some alpha
research.
here, but it's
Yeah.
always doing
Yeah,
more
yeah.
research.
Do your own research. Okay, so when we talk about perpetual, a lot of
Mm,
people will think about leverage, right? So
yeah.
leverage comes with risk. So first of all, is maybe you can start from small. Try to can start trading, but start from small. Try
Okay.
to know how perpetual works, and in terms of the leverage wise, I mean. I mean, everyone has their own choice, own risk appetite, right? If you really can tolerate high risk, maybe high leverage is suitable for you. Because for us, for Aster, we even have 1001x leverage. Yeah, but for beginners, right, I would like to say lower leverage will be suitable for you guys, because the first thing is you need to learn what perpetual is and how does perpetual work. It is not only just like margin trading. Includes a lot of other features, for example, funding fees, how to calculate funding fees, and all the things, right? So start from small, but start trying first. If you feel a bit um like nowhere to enter, right? Come to read Esther's Git book. We have a we have a comprehensive tutorial, and you can try using your SafePal wallet.
Okay, just send the link again. I will attach to this thread again. Like two things now. Okay,
Yeah,
so start from
can
small and like know your risk preference. So you can choose
yes.
the leverage that suit you the best. Okay, take note, guys.
Yeah.
uh, Okay, so before we wrap up, I think Amber already shared what a fee is. So now I will send the Google Form link to our Give Now Telegram channel. So the fastest five winner will get the $220 a fee rewards. Okay, let's go, guys. Send.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you guys receive a fee, right, definitely go and try Esther first.
Yeah, with those two two pieces of advice that Amber just
Yes.
offered, keep those in mind. Okay, perfect. Yeah, big thanks to you, Amber, and everyone from the Aster community for joining us today. Anything else, like final words to the community?
For me, right, I hope this collaboration can let more users and more people come and
Mhm.
try Esther, building the future of the perpetual trading. And for us, right, perpetual is our first focus. We will be looking towards to see whether we can become a one-stop on-chain trading platform. And I hope in the end, in one day, we can achieve this.
Perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will cross my fingers and like we share the same wish. Okay, thanks
Yes.
so much, Amber. And thanks for
And
joining us. Mhm.
thank you for inviting us. Yes, and hope everyone can go and fill in the form, try to get the A fee and start trading.
Yeah, we'll share the collected info later once
Yeah.
we got this. Okay, thanks so much.
Okay.
Have a good night. Yeah,
Thank you. You
thanks for
too.
joining.
Bye.
Bye. Perfect. Thanks everyone for tuning in. So that's the wrap for today's AMA. Big shout outs to Veronica and Amber. If you got a cool crypto projects, just leave it in the comments. We are always listening. And if you haven't already, make sure to download SafePal and give us a follow. Stay tuned for the next session. We'll be back next month with more fun news, more guests, and definitely more giveaways. Until then, bye. Stay safe.